Welcome all. Welcome to this new video where we are going to discuss few clauses of API 600 which are related to stem and wedge design. So let us start with these important clauses. So now let us see how API 600 tells about various stem types which can be there in gate valve based on the requirement. So let us see this type. This is inside screw, stem rising, handwheel not rising. Okay, if you see, stem is not moving, handwheel is not moving, but stem is rising as this gate moves up to open the valve. If you see, this is closed position, this is open position. As this is moving up, handwheel is staying there, but the stem is moving up. So stem is rising, but handwheel is not rising, and screws are inside. If you see, these screws are going inside. Inside means this under it is entering into the area where their fluid is there, pressurized fluid is there, so it is inside. If you see here, outside screw, the screw is not entering into the pressurized part where fluid is moving. Okay, stem is rising, handwheel not rising. Same here, handwheel is staying there, but stem is rising. Only difference between two is the outside screws are there, which are there outside the pressurized system. It is coming inside, this is outside. So this is the only difference between two. Third part is handwheel and stem both are not rising. If you see here, the screws are there inside the gate, and when it is closed position, the stem is inside the gate. When it is open position, stem is still inside the gate, but it is not rising out. So these are few of the valves. We can use different type of layouts. If we have space constraint, we can go for this type of valves, but we have to mention very clearly to vendor that we need this kind of stem. So this API 600 covers all these type of stems. If you see, we have various type of wedges, wedge designs. This is also mentioned in API 600 that we can go for this kind of arrangement. If you see, this is single piece wedge solid, this is flexible type, this is split type, and double disc gate. Now each and every type of wedge has its own importance. So there is based on various application, these solid, flexible, split, or double disc gate wedge can be used. So now let us see in detail how each and every wedge can be used and what are their benefits and how we can use in different applications. So if you see, we are having three type of wedges. Okay, solid wedge, then flexible wedge, then split wedge, which we call parallel disc gate valves. Okay, so this based on this three wedge design, we have three categories of gate valves. So now why these are different, why these are required, what is the purpose, what are the drawbacks, what are the plus points, let us discuss one by one. Popular because of its simplicity and strength. This is very common design. This rotates and this comes down and it obstructs the flow. So this is very easy to design. This is very simple and very easy to design, and it's very strong also at the same time. Easy to manufacture, suitable for almost all fluids. Okay, although this is a topic of discussion for process team, but just to know whether it is suitable for all the fluids or not. Susceptible to leakages as it does not compensate for changes in the seat alignment due to pipe loads or thermal expansion. Okay, suppose there is a high temperature fluid is going on and there is some expansion or contraction take place, then this wedge may block inside the seats. So it may be at some point of time, maybe it is very difficult to open or close the valve. So in that case, it is not performing well. It may result into thermal locking. So thermal locking may happen in which wedge is stuck between the seats due to expansion of the metal. So this is one of the drawbacks also. It is very simple to manufacture, very strong and commonly used, suitable for all the fluids, but at thermal expansions it gets locked. It may get locked. So this is only drawback we are having with this kind of wedge, which is solid wedge gate valves. Then another part is flexible wedge gate valve. What is different here from solid wedge to flexible wedge? Cut on the wedge parameter gives more flexibility but compromises the strength. Here what we are having a cut in between. Okay, although we are adding this cut to have some flexibility, but it compromises the strength at the same time. It improves the sitting alignment. Why we are making a cut? As we have discussed here, there may be a misalignment with the sitting seats. Why we are giving here a cut? To have the flexibility to align the wedge with the sitting arrangement. So in this case, improved sitting arrangement is there. So often better leak tightness. Okay, when it is aligned with the sitting and it is doing better tightness, so leakage chances are very less. Performs in thermal binding situation. As we have discussed here, thermal locking may happen here. It performs better in case of thermal binding situations. Line fluid tends to collect in the disc. Okay, some fluid may collect here, which may cause some corrosion and may weaken the disc. So this is one of the drawback here in this kind of flexible wedge gate valves. Third part is split wedge parallel discs gate valves. Okay, what is different here if we compare it with these two wedges? Consist of two solid pieces. If you see, we are having two different pieces. These are two separate pieces here. Can be a wedge shape or parallel disc. This can be a parallel or can be a wedge shape. Parallel disc is spring loaded. If you see here, there is small spring in between the two pieces. This spring helps in better sealing. Okay, the wedge is sitting properly between the seats, so better sealing is there, so less chances of leakage. In case one half of this disc is out of alignment, the disc is free to adjust itself to the sitting surface. So again it is better and it is helping in the sitting arrangement, which were the major drawback here, seat alignment. So this is best in this thing. Freedom of movement of the disc prevents the thermal binding. So thermal binding, which was a problem here, which is mitigated in this case. So that's why this one is better as compared to this thing. Although this is very easy to manufacture, this is having some complication. So some drawbacks and some benefits are there based on that. Based on process requirement, based on other properties, we can select one of these wedges. So this was all about gate valves, which we have covered in this section. As you know, recently we have published a piping engineering topic clickable ebook where all these topics have been captured. Against each topic we have given a subtopic, subcategory, and against each subcategory there will be a question list here, against which we have a answer section here. Once you select the topic, any of the topics, you will get the subcategory, and against subcategory questions will be there, and to get the answer you just have to click here to get up to the particular video lecture where you can get the details of particular section. So it will be very easy to navigate through this YouTube channel. That is the only purpose of creating this ebook. So that is available in the description. You can download that book and you can use it as per your convenience. So everything you can, all the social media links are mentioned here. You can endorse me on LinkedIn. Okay, you can subscribe clicking here. So there are so many interesting things mentioned. Personal messages there, future topics, few self-improvement topics are there. So you can go through each and every topic in at a single place. So that is the only agenda of creating this ebook, which is available in the description box. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video, and many more are on the way. So see you soon.